I got the latest iPhone. Why do you not? So, you know, download the override ASAP. I could have her, you know, with the cup in her hand, with the drink in her hand. Like, if you want to make a cute little club scene or something, you can. Like, and it's the power of wicked whims and animations and animators. So if you click on your sinks or counters using this mod, you can actually disable or enable dishwashing. All you have to do is say you wanted to move this car and you wanted your car to actually be over here. You can do this using the T.O.O.L mod, and all she's going to do is lean back and spark the fuck up. Okay, so the Basemental Drugs mod works, y'all. It works. Greetings and salutations, y'all. It's your girl, the Sarah O. Thank you for stopping by on this video. Today we're here with my girl, Maya Terry. I'm going to be using her as my model for my favorite Sims 4 mods, part 1, because y'all know I use a lot of them. I did want to start off in Create a Sim. A lot of people asked me about this Create a Sim background. It is by L Craze. I hope I said the creator's name right, but I will be linking it in the description box in case anyone wants it. As you guys can see, my UI or user interface, it is in dark mode. This is the dark mode mod. I forgot the name of the creator, but I will be linking it all in the description box. So please make sure to head there if you're interested in downloading it. That is just the very first mod we're going to talk about. There are other times that you'll see the UI in dark mode once I go into gameplay, which I will. And then also just hopping into Create a Sim, because you can't have good mods without some Create a Sim mods. I also have the more columns mod in my game. I believe you can have up to 5 columns. I do have the 4 column one selected. Please make sure when you're downloading the mod, you only choose one of the columns, because if you choose all of them, it just will not work in your game and you'll probably break your game. So this more columns mod is also in my game. So it works for clothes, it works for hairs, it also works for hats and accessories and makeup. So it's a really good mod to have if you're someone who has a lot of custom content in your game, so you're not just using 1 column or 2 columns to look through all of your custom content. So yeah, that's all I have for my Create a Sim mods. We're gonna go ahead and hop into gameplay so that you guys can see what other mods I have in store for you. All right, we're back in Create a Sim, or child, we're back in live mode. This house is the Collar House by SoulSisterSims. I know somebody's gonna be like, where is she living? Where can I download it? It is available for free download by SoulSisterSims, so I will link it in the description box for anyone who's interested. But this is our girl Maya. She does have a dog that she is currently, I think she's about to pick up her dog Mia. Yes, I named her dog Mia. Her name is Maya. They're so cute. Like, oh, they're so cute. But yeah, this is Maya, and we're gonna go ahead, and as you can see, the dark mode UI mod also changes the Sims health. I said child health. It changes the Sims motive in these corners. And I'm also going to use this to showcase my other favorite mod, which is UI cheats. Of course, using the UI cheats mod, you can simply click where you want your Sims energy and hunger to go. You can make them super tired, you can make them happy and well rested, you can make them stank, you can make them fresh, and then you can basically make sure that all their needs are up. So a lot of times you'll see me doing this during a live stream or during a let's play. And if you're wondering, it is the it is the UI cheats mod. The UI cheats mod allows you to do a lot more. If you click on weather, you can actually change the current weather. You can do things like click on your Sims household funds, and if you click on it using your left key, you'll automatically add $1,000. If you click on it using your right key button, you can actually add or subtract or add or set simoleons, galactic credits if you do have the Journey to Batu pack, whatever, the trash pack, bits and pieces as well for the eco lifestyle pack. You can go and do things like days till age up, and you can add the amount of days or subtract the amount of days until they age up to their next stage. You can right click on great reputation, and then you can actually change the type of reputation that they have. You can right click on this, and you can also change their celebrity levels. There's a lot of cool things that you can do with the UI cheats mod. It is available for free download, and it will be linked in the description box. So this is just a quick little example of UI cheats. Another mod that I have in my game is the Meaningful Stories mod. It changes the type of moodlets that your Sims get and the strength of the moodlets. I think that it's a really great way to have a little bit more realistic reactions to some of the things that your Sims are feeling. I can't really showcase all of it right now because it's a pretty extensive mod, but you can also click on your Sims if you're looking for the meaningful stories mod. And there's also a way for you to change the settings. If you go to Roll Berkey and click meaningful stories, you can actually change the environment settings, and there are tutorial settings and a way for you to support them on Patreon. This mod is available for free, but you can actually change all of the settings or disable certain things as well. So I have not touched any of these settings. You can make your Sims feel something for longer. I personally just leave it as is, and I like the way that it runs in my game. So that's another mod. And moving on from that mod, there's one of my favorite mods for those people who hate your Sims to like wash dishes in the bathroom per se. If you click on your sinks or counters using this mod, you can actually disable or enable dishwashing. So if you have a Sim who will go all the way to the bathroom just to wash dishes, if you download the if you download the Don't Prep Where You Angry Poop mod or Don't Wash Dishes Where You Angry Poop mod, they're two separate mods. You can actually disable food prep for certain counters, and you can also disable dishwashing for certain sinks. So say I didn't want my Sim to cook on this specific counter and I wanted them to leave it alone, I could disable food prep here. If I didn't want her to cook on this counter, I forgot the word, I could disable food prep here. If I didn't want her to wash her dishes in the kitchen, even though I do, I can disable dishwashing. I already have dishwashing disabled in the bathroom, but I can enable it if I want her to start washing dishes in this bathroom, but I'll go ahead and disable it because I don't. You can also change the settings for these. There's notification settings, food prep settings. This is for the counters if you don't want your Sims to basically cook food in certain places. And then you can also change your settings for don't wash dishes. So personally, one of my must-have mods in this game. Please make sure when you're downloading other mods that might conflict with it, that you read the directions of any mods that you download carefully, because you don't want to say, oh, I downloaded your mod and it broke my game, but it's actually a conflict. You want to make sure that whatever mods you're putting in your game, you read through all the directions before inserting them into your game. Moving on from there, y'all know I got a lot of mods. This is just part one, but we're just going to go through it real quick. Is the Better Build Buy Mode mod by TwistedMexi. A lot of people use this mod, particularly for me. I have a lot of custom content. If you want to hide or filter certain items from certain packs, if you just want to showcase certain packs, you can do that using this mod, and it's very intricate. So I would once again say, please read the description of the mod before adding it to your game. You do have to go in here and enable Organize Debug. You do have to restart your game after you enable it to make sure that it's working correctly. And before you update it, you have to go into game, disable it, then remove it from your game, then add it back, restart it, and then restart your game again. I know it might seem crazy and it feels like a lot of steps, but you want to make sure that you do this so you do not mess up your game. Please read the directions on their Patreon. This is a free mod and they do have clear instructions on how you can make this work. You can move objects on a default thing for your game. So every time you load up, it's already there. You can ignore unlock. So if you want to have some of the content that is required for certain gameplay to be unlocked, to be done before they're unlocked, you can ignore this. So it's just there. Deletion protection so that you don't delete certain things. You can filter these things out for specific expansion packs. So say you only wanted to see everything for luxury party, or you wanted to only see base game packs, you can see that. You can also enable live edit mode and debug mode. Typically you have to do these using cheats, but this makes it a lot easier so you don't have to remember every single cheat or type it in. You can hide all Maxis Match products. You can enable purchase or unlock products, and there's just a lot of cool things that you can do. You can filter it based on birthdays, you can filter it based on colors, you can filter it based on specific styles. Obviously this does not work for every single custom content because they might not be tagged as a specific style, but it's a really cool mod that I would definitely recommend you get if you're interested in it. And as you can see, my UI for Better Build Buy mode is also dark, and this is because of the dark UI mod. So if you want this, make sure that you download it. They also have a pink and purple UI, so if you're interested in your user interface being pink or purple, I'll also link that in the description box so that you guys can have that. Moving on, there's also the T.O.O.L mod. So the T.O.O.L mod is a really powerful mod overall. I'm gonna just have Maya I'll have her go here, just so that I can showcase you guys or to you all. Oh, this mod is a music festivals mod. It's kind of funny that it just pops up now. Sometimes I have my Sims go here, sometimes I don't. I'm actually gonna make sure to put that in the description box as well. This mod is by MercuryFoam, if I remember correctly, and they do have the option to bring back the music festivals. I remember they're available for a short time during the Sims 4, I forgot what that session was called, Sims 4 sessions or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna have her go because I don't want her to go right now, but this mod does bring them back so that your Sims can actually go and see those artists all the time and not just specifically for that one time. I don't know what she's clapping at, but it's fine. She's gonna walk in here and I'm gonna showcase the T.O.O.L mod. So using the T.O.O.L mod, you can actually like shift your Sims, you can shift your furniture without going into build mode. This is a really powerful tool to say if you wanted to potentially have your Sim go into I don't know, if you wanted something in your Sims house to be moved completely off lot. So let me actually use this as an example. I'm clicking Maya right now just so that you guys can see. You can literally use this mod to move your Sims. If you click on another object, you'll actually be able to move that object. I don't want to move this object, so I'm just going to click on her again. But let's say, for example, I wanted to move this statue. I would just click on it. The green lets you know that that object is currently highlighted, and then all you have to do is just click and your object will move anywhere you want it. For those of you who might want to redecorate your Sims worlds and actually have it look a little bit more realistic in terms of cars being in the street, all you have to do is say you wanted to move this car and you wanted your car to actually be over here. You can do this using the T.O.O.L mod. There's a lot of great tutorials already in place by the creator that is on their YouTube channel that I will link, but you can move your car anywhere you want it to be. So for those people who are like, how did you get that in the middle of the road or, you know, whatever else, the T.O.O.L mod is a very, very powerful mod that you can use to get your Sims houses and you know, things to look the way you want to. If you hit Alt and then you slightly adjust it and click on the ground, it will adjust and move slightly. And it's a really cool mod. Like I said, I will link tutorials in the description box for everyone to use. Moving on from there, there's also the MC Command Center, the holy grail of mods in my opinion. There's so many things that you can do with this mod. You can modify your household and create a Sim. When you click on a Sim, you can see how old they are, their age, whether they have spouses, children, where they live, what their career is. Yes, Maya is a strip club dancer. She be getting that money, okay? Getting that shmoney. If I click on another Sim and I wanted to use MCC Command Center, I can also see their age, their spouse, their current children, where they live, and she's also a strip club dancer. This is one of her girls that works at the club with her. But it's a really powerful mod that I think a lot of people don't really realize the depth of what you can do with this. I will be making a separate video specifically for my MC Command Center settings. Everyone's settings can be different. My settings are not the default settings anymore. I've been using it for so long now that I've just gotten to the place where I'm comfortable with changing the settings. So I will go and make another video for MC Command Center. But there's so many different things you can do in here. You can set your Sims ages, you can modify their career outfits, you can go into create a Sim, you can copy and paste, which is one of my favorite things to do. I do have a YouTube video on how you can do this already. It's a YouTube short. Maybe I'll make a long form video. Let me know in the comments what you guys want. You can manage their traits, you can remove a trait, you can add a trait, you can change personality traits, you can select their favorite drink. I don't think she has one selected right now, but you can make her favorite drink water if you wanted to. You can select their favorite umbrella, and this will change the umbrella that they use on a regular basis. So I have some of these custom umbrellas in game. I'll just select this one. You can also go in and change their voice, set their physique, sunbathing options, set their walk styles. You can also use cheats. I don't know why it looks like that. Let me go back to it so it looks normal the way it's supposed to. Going back to MC's Command Center. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's a slight glitch. It's a slight glitch. You know, not every mod is perfect, but it's fine. It's still really good. Cheats. You can cheat your Sim info. You can cheat their skills. There is so much you can do with the MC Command Center mod. I don't want to spend all day going through every single thing, but this is just a truly expansive mod. I will link it. It is available for free. I do support the creator on Patreon, but they do have public versions that I will be linking in the description box so that you guys can download it and play it in your game. And like I said, I will be making a video in the future about how you can use your or set your MC Command Center settings so that they look similar to mine. Moving on from MC Command Center, Wicked Whims. Okay, now she laughing like that. Wicked Whims is one of my favorite mods ever. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Personally, for me, you can actually have your Sims. My Wicked Whim settings, I'm gonna have to make another video on how I set my settings. But my Wicked Whim settings are set to something different. So like if you want your Sims to like take a photo like this without getting fully unclothed, you can, or like my Sim can. If I was like, okay, I want to take a picture like that, and like she can actually post this to Sim Hub. Y'all, there is so much that you can do with this mod. It's just, I'm gonna have to make a separate video for it, but I did just want to tell y'all about it. The Wicked Whims, you can also use Wicked Whims to pose. I do have a YouTube short about it, but for a lot of people who only use Wicked Whims for like, you know, wicked women, you can actually do a lot more than just that. I love using Era 404 animations for Wicked Whims. I will link that in just her YouTube channel and Patreon in the description box as well. But here's just like one of her animations. If you want your Sims to just be doing regular day-to-day stuff, you can use the teasing animation category and use some of these animators animations in order to do so. I also love King Black Cinema's animation. Say I wanted my Sim to look like she having a good time at the club and she vibing on her own. I could have her, you know, with the cup in her hand, with the drink in her hand. Like, if you want to make a cute little club scene or something, you can. Like, and it's the power of Wicked Whims and animations and animators. So make sure that y'all are supporting these animators and, you know, doing the damn thing, because they do make the gameplay a lot more realistic using the power of Wicked Whims. So I will make a separate video on Wicked Whims. I just wanted to mention it in this video because it's one of my staple mods in my game. Next up, Control Any Sim. That is also a free mod that is available on Mod the Sims. If you go to Actions and then you click through and then you click Control Sim, you can now control this Sim to do anything that you want them to do. So say I wanted her to come over and talk to Maya. She does not get added to my household. I don't have to add her in here. Of course, I'm also going to showcase the Urban Social Mod, which I love, by Muvasimmer. I'm trying to remember, I believe it's in Actions. Yep. If you go to Actions, you go to Urban Social Mod. I have the 3.3 by Muvasimmer. There is a whole bunch of categories that you can choose from. You can choose from flirty, friendly, joke about Maya's mother, mean, Sigga vibes, and Stitch vibes. I'm going to do friendly. You can complain about not feeling as close anymore. You can ask her where the weed is at. You can ask her about church service. You can ask her about going to the strip club. Ask her how her family is. And then each of these have different moodlets. So talk about self-love journey is really cute. I'm gonna have her do something that's a little, let's ask her about going to the strip club, because they both work at the strip club. Oh, maybe she ain't invite her inside. She can't come inside. Don't leave, girl. Don't leave. You part of the tutorial, sis. Don't leave. She left. Did she leave? Okay, she ain't leave. Okay. Let me have Maya come over and talk to her, or invite her inside. Maybe she's like, damn, but you ain't let me inside. You just walk back in. Friendly. Why can't I invite her in? Call over. Needs to be invited in first. That's what I was trying to do. Hold up, y'all. You know these Sims don't be acting right. I'm gonna just let her leave, because y'all, I'm gonna let her leave and I'm gonna invite her back. Because at this point, Actions, don't control Sim. You can also do that as well. So I'm just gonna not control her, and I'm gonna invite over Jade. Who the hell is this? Oh my god, he scared the hell out of me. Okay, Devin, perfect. Perfect. We besties now, Devin. You part of this tutorial. He scared the shit out of me. All right, so we're gonna control Devin instead, because he just walked up in my house like somebody invited him, but he knew that we needed him at the moment. So it's all good. He bored right now, whatever. So you can actually use other Sims once you have control of them, and go ahead and use the Urban Social mod. Once you go to actions, a lot of people download it, they're like, I don't see it. Go to actions, go to Urban Social, and then you can do some friendly things and like ask Maya how her family is. I love how they're kind of coordinating with the black and white. Okay. Okay. Barca to boobs, sis. All right, so we're gonna let him have a quick little conversation. What is this? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. From Sim asking about family. Guess I really missed out on a lot, huh? And then Maya, she'll also get a moodlet from that. I believe so. The good old days. It's nice to know this Sim still thinks about my family. Besides, we used to have some good times when I was younger. So this is a moodlet that you get. I love the Urban Social mod because it has so many fun and funny moodlets that your Sims can get from saying the most outrageous things. But you know, in the black community, you know, we say things a little bit differently than most. So I do like how it adds a little bit more, you know, je ne sais quoi, you know, into the game for your black Sims. Talk about Megan Thee Stallion. She is a hottie, so you know I had to you know, I had to give her the little hot girl trait. And okay, why is Jay coming in here stomping in my house? Like, first of all, ma'am. Okay, whatever. Jade is in her feelings about something. What is this big ass, y'all? You know how you trying to record something and then your Sims don't want to act right? That's my Sims. Okay, so she went ahead and, you know, talked about being a hottie. I do have some other custom traits that I'll make a separate video about, but Cognac Queen from talking about Megan Thee Stallion, can't nobody tell me that it's another female rapper out there as caring, loyal, and uplifting to their fans than Megan. I don't care what nobody says. She's been the only rapper I've seen keep it 100 since her career started, period. Okay, but yeah, those are just some additional things. I also have I'm like remembering more mods as I go on. If you open up the sentiments as well, I do have some overrides in my game, and all of my app overrides are by Coco Games. So as you can see here, it says Twitter mutuals, meaning that they follow each other on Twitter. And I think that's pretty much all the sentiments they have right now. I'm gonna open up her phone. Oh, and speaking of her phone, I also have an iPhone override. Y'all getting all the little mods that I have in my game right now. Okay, y'all getting all the mods, but there's an iPhone override that she's currently using that I will also link in the description box. As y'all can see, instead of that chunky ass phone that they be having in the Sims 4 game, she has a nice cute iPhone that just, you know, matches her aesthetic and just it's giving girl, like, I got the latest iPhone, why do you not? So, you know, download the override ASAP. But she has the iPhone override, and then I do have some overrides in my game. I have the Twitter override, YouTube override, Depop override, social, like iPhone override, and Lyft override. All of these are by Coco Games. I do have some additional apps from other mods that I'm not going to talk about in this video because I still have to make a part 2. But these are just some things. So if you click Twitter, it'll basically open up and you'll be able to see what she's doing on Twitter. So it has the nice Twitter blue. I do have another mod for more social bunny interactions that I will also be linking in the description box. And this allows you to make some more posts about just random posts, because you know sometimes in the Sims 4 when you do make posts, you can only make certain posts after certain things have happened. Here you can make like a random happy post, and if you do that, you can basically say, why is this app so buggy? You can make another flirty post, and these are just some new social bunny posts that your Sims can make using this social bunny. I think it's like an override or something, or interactions. I will link a description box. I forgot the name of the creator, but I'll link it. But yeah, that is another mod that I use. Moving on from there, I of course cannot forget Basemental. For those of you who do not know, Basemental Drugs is a mod where your Sims can basically, child, there's so much that you can do in this mod, it's not even funny. You can sell drugs, you can grow them. You can actually have your Sims travel to go and purchase them depending on your settings. So please make sure that if you want your Sims to go and travel to pick up these things, if you go to settings, you can actually turn off autonomous drug use. You can make them addiction prone. You can change police difficulty. So if your Sims are always getting arrested for things, you can change this to easy or hard if you want to make it harder. Reactions, so these are things that your Sims are okay with. I actually want her to be okay with people who drink alcohol. I want her to be okay with people who smoke cannabis. Other drugs she's not okay with. Reaction to partners means that if she sees someone that she's dating on the like smoking a cigarette or on cocaine instead of cannabis, she will not be okay with it and she will start to worry, and she is susceptible to drugs, so they might use drugs without me telling them to do it first. And then reactions, legalize cannabis. So you can actually legalize and criminalize, there we go, cannabis, depending on which world you're in. Y'all know I got all the worlds in my game. So say, for example, she lives in Willow Creek right now and it's legalized, so she can actually go to a store and you'll see the dispensary app on her phone. If she was in Brindleton Bay and she went to her phone, she would not see the dispensary app, meaning she would not be able to buy cannabis legally in that world. So this is a really cool option. There's beer crafting. You can disable alcohol effects from drinking beer. There's eco footprint, so you can change your eco footprint if you have eco living or eco lifestyle, in your game. There are milestones. You can add and remove basemental milestones. So smoked cannabis, did LSD, did cocaine, got drunk, smoked tobacco. There are all these really cool milestones that you can add to your sim if you are somebody who wants to, or remove a milestone if you want that as well. There is bust the dust. So this is how quickly dust gets accumulated if you do have the bust the dust pack. And then you also need to assign NPCs. So these are players that will be drug dealers, shaman, bouncers, or police officers in your game so that you can have other gameplay. And there's also some cheats that are included in this game as well. So I'm actually gonna have her leave and stop talking to these people and go pick up some stuff. Actually, I think she already has stuff in her inventory. All right, she does already have stuff in her inventory. She did call the head shop, and then she can actually buy more of these things. She can buy a vaporizer. She can buy some slackwood. She can buy bongs. She already has all of these things, but I just wanted to show you guys. She can also buy organic fertilizer and an empty weed jar if she wanted to grow some weed of her own. She already has everything that she needs in her inventory. She did get this from a dispensary. I might make another video on how to actually run your own dispensary, but I'm going to showcase how you can use the Basemental Drugs mod, because so many people are like, I downloaded it and my Sims can't smoke. All right, this is your first step. Buy a Ziploc bag or get some cured weed buds. This is Northern Light. I'm going to start off with the Ziploc bag so that you guys can see. You need to open it first. So once you open it, your Sims will have the bud in their inventory. And then once they have the bud in your inventory, you need to either use a bong and then you can smoke all of the bud, or you can actually roll with some of the papers. So depending on how much bud you have in your inventory, you might not see this many options. You might only see one, but they can actually roll. And there is a rolling skill in game. As you can see, they have a little roll. And then once she rolls, she'll actually see that in her inventory. So she has a blunt of Sour Diesel. She has a blunt of OG Kush. And I think those are only two. Oh, and she just rolled a blunt of Northern Lights. So if she wants to smoke this, she absolutely can. And then all she's going to do is lean back and spark the fuck up. Okay, so the Basemental Drugs mod works, y'all. It works. You just got to make sure that you roll your blunt, roll your bud, and you'll be straight. Okay, so make sure that is what you're doing before you're like, the mod isn't working. It's working. You just ain't follow directions, but it's okay. We still love you. We here for you. Okay. So yeah, she's going to spark up. You can also spark up with other Sims. There's so much you can do than Basemental Drugs mod, but I just wanted to mention it because I knew I would forget and I didn't want to, because it's one of my favorite mods. But I will be making some separate videos on some of these mods because they're super extensive. And I just wanted to make sure to mention it at this time so that we can have them in the game or in this first mod part 1. Moving over from there, after we have all these overrides that I mentioned to you all, there's also the Get Fit mod. I want to say, what the hell? Oh, pet fears. Child, they scared the hell out of me. I'm gonna mention some of these other mods in another video because I feel like this one's already getting pretty long. I'm gonna end off with some TV overrides by Alexis Ariel. I almost forgot her name. I love her builds. I love her mods. She does have a mod for TV overrides. So say for example, you wanted your sim to watch TV1. Now he taking out my laundry. Sir, ain't nobody asked you to do that. This is why Sims do not be allowed in my house, child. Okay, well, pause. Anyways, as y'all can see, she's now watching The Parkers. This is the TV override by Alexis Ariel, like I said. But yeah, there are so many mods and overrides that I have in my game. It's honestly kind of crazy, but I am gonna end it here for the time being. Child, okay, that TV kind of loud, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn this shit off. Oh, I also have the turn off TV mod. Let me also mention that. I also have the turn off TV mod. I forgot who took it over, and I honestly forgot the original creator's name. Y'all, I have so many mods to remember everything, but I will link all this in the description box. I did want to show y'all, honestly, it's the video's long, but yeah, this is part 1 of my must-have mods in The Sims 4. I will be making a part 2, so please make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below if there's anything in this video that I might have done and you're like, how did you do that and I just forgot to mention it. I do have a lot of mods in my game that I did not get to showcase in this video. I also have my food mod video available on my YouTube channel, so please check that out. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all on the next one.
Choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep it silent. In the bedroom, I be screaming, but outside I keep it quiet. You know, I'm the lowest of the lowest.